It's kind of indescribable what you think of self-consciously of yourself. And then you look in the mirror and you have people at the wedding, the photographers, and they were just amazed and they wanted to take more pictures. And to me, that was like, holy crap. And of course, Stuart's never ever been that way. I've always been perfect to him. He didn't think I needed it. Still to this day, he said that it was absolutely nothing I needed, but he loved the sparkle in my eye. He loved that I walked taller and more proud of myself. It wasn't ever about him, it was about what it did for me, which was pretty cool. So I've always been super self-conscious. I never wore clothes that hugged my midriff at all. It was always loose-fitting because I didn't want anything to stick out. We were getting married on the beach, and so I wanted a beachy type dress, and I found one that had a really nice low back, but I was really conscious of my back fat. I call it back fat, and it really bothered me. So I finally went and found Dr. Broadway. He had an amazing procedure that he recommended, and I was a little nervous. It was like 2 months before my wedding. I said, really? Am I gonna be okay? But it turned out well. It turned out very well. My dress looked amazing. I actually had 2 dresses because I'm spoiled. I had them made in Naples where we got married, and my sister and I went for the final fitting a week before the wedding. I was so scared to turn around and look at the back because, again, I have a pretty critical eye of myself, and I was so scared I was gonna see those flanks and that stuff. And I turned around, and I'll never forget it. My sister just burst out laughing. She said, your eyes got like this big. She said, it was like you didn't want to believe it, how great you looked. And it was true. It was like, it was just cool. It was very cool.
Nancy came in, she was already preparing for a wedding that was coming up. She already had an idea as to what dress she wanted to wear. It was going to be a low-cut dress. She knew she had some issues with her lower back and her bottom. And so once I was able to describe to her what I could do for her in surgery, it really fit her mind's eye of what she wanted to accomplish. I think we got a beautiful result. And from the photographs I've seen of the wedding, she looked amazing. It was a real honor for me to give her this type of thing for her wedding present.
When I went to Dr. Broadway, I asked him about several things some of the other surgeons had recommended. He said, yeah, right, you don't need that. He was so honest and so forthright, and not in a mean way, in like a brotherly way, kind of like get that smirk on your face, so yeah, well, we can try to do that. And that kind of thing, he made me so comfortable. But when I looked in the mirror, when I got to put on normal clothes, I just cried. It's amazing. I walk around, I'm happier. For me personally, it just makes me feel more comfortable being around people and able to talk to them, and hopefully my happiness rubs off on them and makes their day a little bit better.